Hello, flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we go cross-stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, May 20th. And as I was just informed, it's National Metrologist Day.
Metrology Day.
Metrology Day.
It's the anniversary of when people finally realize that, hey, maybe everybody might be wanting to use the same inch.
Okay then. Leaf form in the drive. Or in the street. How was everybody's week last week? Mine was a zoo.
Mine was, well, basically the pile of poop you get at the outside of the elephant zoo. Got a sore throat. I need to be on antibiotics again. And now I gotta go to a specialist.
You have to go see an ENT. It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. It's just, I don't have time for this. Does anybody have time for anything?
No. I don't have time for a damn thing.
Oh, yeah, this quite seriously murdered my bug. I mean, I didn't even have the energy to play video games.
Lovely. See a box sitting on the kitchen floor. They're paper towels. Okay, sorry. I gotta do some cleaning in this house. The box actually has plants that need planted. I just need to get the flower bed they're going in out front cleaned up. It's been a zoo, so I haven't had much time. Moving along, let's shout out our commenters.
Hey, y'all! What's up? Let me see. Andrea. June, Jen, Lynn, Faja, and Tamara.
Very good. Thank you all so much for commenting on our video and taking time to watch.
I hope you were entertained.
I do too. Well, let's move on to whips. You do not have a whip.
No, my bug ran away and joined. Actually, wait a minute. Didn't I stitch? Yes, I do have some. I forgot I did some stitching on Monday.
Didn't you show it, or did you do it?
No, I did it Monday or Tuesday. I think I did it.
I think it was Tuesday because you did it while I was not home.
Yeah, so we need to pause the video because I forgot.
Hold,
sorry.
Please. We're back.
That turned into a whole thing.
Sure did.
Okay, this is High Voltage by, what's that again?
DailyCrossStitch.com.
Thank you. I got a hair up my butt on Tuesday and did that. Yes, I forgot I did this much stitching. Because it was just, I was randomly, she wasn't home. I don't know why it happened when she wasn't home. But she wasn't home, and I was watching one of the streams I like to watch. Faja, actually. And I decided to get out my stitch and just start stitching. The bug just walked up and bit me. And then I got sick, and the bug went and hid.
Okay.
I do one last thing. I'm going to ask a question for the commenters. Has anybody ever stitched something and then completely forgot you stitched it, so when you pick it up you go, wait a minute, why is there more progress on this than I remember?
Okay. Moving along.
Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Now it's the lovely, beautiful Laura's turn. Da, 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 da.
Okay. Started retreat season week with my sow prompt. Having finished both of my previous sows, I started something new. I started the Star Touch Meadow sow. I started with the November block, the chrysanthemum. The November flower month or whatever they call it. Go back in there. I also use this to finish the last like 70 some stitches on the Whip of Choice prompt for Retreat Week, which I had worked on previously with that Borgello stitch project. So I did 395 stitches on this. This is just on a piece of white 16 count Aida. Because it's Carolyn Manning, so it's full coverage, so there you go. I am going to start at some point this week. I'm going to... What?
There is no starting photo because it is a brand new piece.
Correct. And staying with the Carolyn Manning theme.
Laura has a new favorite stitcher. Or designer.
I do like Carolyn Manning. Sticking with the Carolyn Manning theme, we pulled out Arctic Blast. I pulled out Arctic Blast.
The most random reason why I love this stitch, and it is hysterical.
Why?
In a video game I played back when PlayStation 2 was a thing, one of the character's abilities was called Arctic Blast, and every time you used the attack, he would say Arctic Blast, and every single battle, I would use his ability to say Arctic Blast, and I actually enjoyed the crap out of him saying it, so I really, really, really enjoyed it. So I just had in my brain the entire sequence of that attack from the video game, and it plays in my head every time you say Arctic Blast.
There isn't a D&D class where you have ice-based attacks, is there?
You're playing it. There are also druids. Because they have a lot of weather manipulation spell, and the most common elemental damage that a druid can do is ice, or you can do certain types of sorcerers actually give you bonuses to cold spells.
Because really, I need a pattern that's called Fireball, because my sorceress likes Fireball. Somewhere over this whole conversation, you have seen a start photo, by the way.
I own it.
Well, yeah, Ruby.
Yeah, that's Fireball right there.
Oh, you're stitching it, not me.
Yeah, I can't get to that, but I got warnings I have to do first.
Okay, so, as I said, somewhere over this whole conversation, you have seen a start photo. And I did 2 prompts with this. So here it is. I did 660 stitches. This is also on a piece of white 16 count Aida. In here, this is page 2. So with this one, I started in the center and worked my way up. And then went over to page 1. I actually measured the top corner for chrysanthemum, but... So there we go. I'm probably going to put more stitches on this if I wanted to, but... yeah. Anyways. I had fun with that one. Bloop, bloop. Now, then we took out Harvest Hauler from the 2022 Keepsakes calendar. Not that I think you can get enough off of that little corner of the pattern to stitch anything, but we'll keep it hidden.
Some people are very, very,
I do my best because I understand that it is very, we need to protect our designers. I did starting photo somewhere up here. I did 605 stitches on this. Something with food, and I did the letter E on the monthly, because you can eat the things in the back of the truck, some of the things in the back of the truck. And this is on a piece of very random, I don't even know what color it is, Aida, by the Slovak Farm, or 32 Even Week by the Slovak Farm. So I got the bunk, the side, the back wheel, all of the truck done. I had to pull out a bunch of stitches because I was missing a line. Yeah, I was having some struggle bus issues. Then I started the milk jug over here. I was on the struggle bus with this. That's why I only did 2 prompts on it. I was like, I'm done over it. over it. And I forgot the ornamental long piece.
Wait for us for a minute.
Hold, please. Okay, what do I do? Yeah, I do. There's a dog. Ho ho hippo!
Go ahead, you know you wanna.
The 2023 Just Cross the Tournament issue. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. So I started stitching on this, I don't know, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday? It was Sunday. It was Sunday. I took this with me to stitching today because I was determined to finish it because this has taken way more stitches than I anticipated. Yeah, we were all singing I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Is it done?
It is done! My singing hippo is done. I can stop annoying Joe with I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Hi! Donkey go elbow nose bop.
There you go. So, that's been my stitching this week.
This is a comment I was waiting for you to get. I was waiting for a break, but part of the reason why I think it's very important nobody shows any patterns is if you want good patterns, stitch pattern making has to be profitable.
Well, yes,
if you don't give the makers of these patterns their due and give them the money they earned, then they won't see any reason to make more of it. So if you really, really, really like a pattern, please buy it from a reputable source, because buying it for the stupidly cheap means you're buying a copy. The person who made it is not getting any money for it. And if they don't make enough money for it, that really, really, really nice pattern you liked will become a one-hit wonder.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, I'm off.
Not to mention the fact that, chart sharing is illegal and copying charts is illegal. Moving along. Plants.
I am actually able to move and function this week. I'm much better than I have been all week.
Yeah, there you go.
So, actually, probably tomorrow I was probably going to get some stitching done on this again, and maybe Wednesday.
Perfect.
I need to get more I can outline the projects.
Mm-hmm.
This brain dead stitching is fun.
It's nice sometimes. It's nice sometimes. Alright. Friday, we got our new prompts for the week. It is pickleball week. I am not feeling the prompts.
Yeah. You know she's not feeling the prompts when she tells me about it when she reads them.
And here's the thing. What the hell?
I think she's objecting to her food dish being empty.
It's not even 5 o'clock yet, and she's acting like she never does this. Okay, I'm not really sure what's up my dog's bum tonight, but...
Did you get, lessons from the cat?
Well, no, it sounded like she walked into the food dish and, was not anticipating that. Anyways.
That does actually sound like our dog.
Okay. So one of the prompts is to stitch on something related to sports. Well, 2 weeks ago we had to stitch on something related to an outdoor activity. One of the prompts is to stitch on something related to food. We just did that last week. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not.
Do you want me to say it? Or are you going to do it in private to the other
I know, and I have written prompts before, so I know how hard it is to come up with something that's not super repetitive. I just feel like it's been really repetitive this year. And I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. So I'm just not. Although I did just think how one of my... Oh, that's bad. I did just think how one of my whips that I haven't stitched on this turn could relate to food. The reindeer. People go hunting. Anyways, moving on.
There are very few non-poisonous herbivores that humans don't eat.
This is true. This is true. Okay. So what I decided is I finished Ho Ho Hippo today. I started the next ornament for the freebie gift magazine section of the ornament along, which is those little Simply Charming ones. You okay, Mandy? I've started that. I'll probably stitch on that tonight. I probably will finish that because it doesn't take me very long to finish those. Then I'm going to finish up the last 2 monthlies I have. I did write down the projects that would fit those, and he can pick from those.
Okay, what am I picking?
So for the letter R, we have these choices: the reindeer, porch welcome. Porch welcome has an R stitched on it. Dressmaker's daughter has an R stitched on it. Leave a kiss has an R stitched on it, and words of praise has an R stitched on it. Yes, I'm using letters stitched on projects.
Words of praise.
Took all my pencils in there.
Hey, honey.
What? I literally found like 6 pencils on the flippin' table. I found a pencil and 5 pens in my purse. Wondering why I can't find stuff. Okay, so he also chose S for words of praise because I'm pretty sure there's an S stitched. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not entirely sure there's an S stitched on words of praise. I know there's an
S
R.
right there.
It has to be either the first letter. Oh, it's a Stony Creek, so it would. Nope, it's a Stony Creek, so it would apply.
Okay.
So my S choices were the pirate, the reindeer, porch welcome, leave a kiss, words of praise, and chaotic stupid, which I had forgotten about until I went to the library this month for the library stitch, and the girl was like, did you finish that one D&D pattern you were working on? No, I forgot about it. I also am going to try to get, I'm starting the Carolyn Manning the Star Touch Meadow Sal. I'm starting the December Holly block. Just because, for two reasons. First one being, I won't get burnt out on chrysanthemum. Second one being, I like having the alternating 1 week, because I tend to stitch on those on Mondays, because all of the other prompts I pick, I give him the list and he picks from them, so I don't have to worry about, I can give him the full prompts and picking and blah blah blah, and I won't be in the middle of stitches showing you guys progress. I don't love doing that. If you haven't noticed. Just saying. So, that's plans for the week. And honestly, it's probably just going to work out better doing it this way, because it is Memorial Day weekend, and Sunday I am going to the Great Lakes Fiber Show in Worcester. Monday we're doing a little picnic lunch with Mom and Dad. I've got a few things going on this week, so I don't know how, I may not. Pickleball week's 300, 400 a week. Anyways, and I always struggle with those, and I'm a little bit busy this week. This is probably going to work out better. If I happen to make it through these few plans that I do have, and I have some time to stitch, I'll pick something from one of the prompts for Pickleball week. What?
For the sports, do chaotically stupid. Because sports are stupid.
And I feel like sometimes the alignment in sports is chaotic stupid. Anyways.
I'm sorry. I grew up as the guy the sports guys like to pick on. Plus, my brother, like, sucked all of the sports love in the household into himself because he loves sports that much. He makes me hate. My brother loves sports so much I hate them.
Yeah, well. Moving along.
Yeah! Okay.
Moving along. Seth's plans. Announcements. Remember how I said last week I probably wouldn't get the retreat, the sit and stitch day listed because I was so busy? I was right. I didn't get it listed. It's okay. We are hosting a sit and stitch day in Wellington, Ohio. Part of why I didn't get listed is because I need to find the address of the place we're hosting it at. And when I realized I could sit down and list it, I realized I didn't have the address, and I only had my phone on me, and trying to go back and forth to get the address was not going to work. So it is going to be $50. The room will be open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Well, I'm just going to say this now, and you can tell me if you disagree.
Okay.
9 a.m. hard. I don't care if you get there at 8:30 and see us there. We are opening the doors at 9 because I don't want rushed.
Well, yes, it will be... Yes, I would like it 9 a.m. hard. I will have to take you out to where we are having the event at.
Same place we had your parents' anniversary, right?
Yes, that lovely disaster of an event.
So I know the place.
Okay, so it may be hard to say, well, you can't just come in. I am going to have to figure out a time when I can go out and look at the room and figure out the logistics of a few things. Mother and I are going to make a field trip.
Are we going to need to go buy some power strips? You can get some cheaper ones, and people don't need that much. Lights don't need that much protection from anything.
Well, I'm going to say bring your own power strips. That's the other thing I have to... That is one of the things I have to look at. As far as... That's the other thing I have to look at as far as...
Finer details?
Finer details. I need to figure out how many power spots there are in the room. How setting up... access to those power spots are in the room. The room will hold up to 72 people. I think I'm going to hard cap it at 50. What?
Please, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to hard cap it at 50. That'll give us just a little bit more space to spread out in.
Run around and say hi.
Well, yeah, to move about in. I've got to check and see how what I can set it up with Shopify as far as if somebody purchases the retreat or the sit and stitch thing, and sending them a message about the Facebook group, because there is I'm using the Facebook group from when we had the previous retreat to relay information to I sort of announced it in there, but I'm probably going to use that to relay information for folks too. Just as far as I have a few things to logistically work out, but I'm going to try to get it posted on the Slovak Farm Shopify by the end of the week. I should be able to. I should have time. So, the other announcement is I have been going back and forth about this concept for a couple of months because nobody's basically buying fabric from me. Nobody's basically buying anything from me. Let's be real. And I do have some pieces from before a lot of my dyes changed before COVID that I need to list and sell, and I was thinking about going back to a model of, I have dyed fabric, here's the count, here's the size, here's the cost, purchase it, it's not repeatable. That's what I originally did. I tried to make things repeatable. Obviously, because I hand dye in small batches, it doesn't always look exactly the same. Nobody has really taken exception to that. But somebody took exception to the fact that dyes separate on fabric sometimes, and they create spots. And I have the perfect example of it sitting here in front of me. This, as you can see, has some spots on it. The piece of fabric said person got is this color, and it had those spots on it. This is the exact same color, and look, there's spots on it. You can't control how dye works, but apparently I should. That's the piece I used for harvest. The piece I have harvest color on, the reason it's got some of those spots on it is dye separation. Like, there's nothing I can do about it because I mix my dye up. I leave it set for 24 to 48 hours, mixing it every time I walk by it. There's nothing I can do about it. I was very, very upset last week. I was literally ready to just chuck it all in. But I do think I'm just going to go back to, here's a piece of fabric. This is what you get, and that's it.
Can we also please put a disclaimer that this is hand dyed? It's not perfect. If you want perfect, go to 1, 2, 3 Stitch.
Well, it's basically they're going to say hand dyed fabric as is. End of story. I think it'll just be easier for me in the long run.
And by the way, am I the only person that when I buy something handmade, it's for the imperfections? Am I weird?
No, I just...
That's the whole point of getting handmade, is because it's going to have little quirks about it. That's kind of the point.
Well, at this point, it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, and I'm over it.
Mm-hmm.
I did send her pictures of the piece of fabric that I re-dyed for her and said there is still some spots on it because there's nothing I can do about it. And, you know, she was okay with where the spots are in the fabric because they're in the margins at this point. I don't know what to do about the fact that dyes separate funky sometimes, and there is nothing one can do about it.
Give people a warning and just sell to them anyway. Do what you're doing.
That's about all I can come up with. So, that's it. So those are our announcements. We have done plans, we have done whips, we have done plans, we have done announcements, and we're done! What would we like the people to do, darling?
Get a fork and stab you? Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy me bobby. All that YouTube stuff. It really does help.
Thank you for spending some time with us this week. We hope you had a good time. We hope you were entertained.
Are you not entertained? Sorry.
We haven't come back. We'll see you all next week. Have a good week.